Okay. So let's go for one more special scenario. So online day, I'm not able to hear your voice. Any questions, please type in chat, sir. So first I'm starting that studio. So all of you, before proceeding with our session, yesterday recording is placed. The senior batch go to the 29 to 48 folder. Here last session. Okay. The topic is lookup transformation with multiple data sets. Okay. The same session is available here. The junior batch number 4. That is into 33. That is as 33. So this one. Okay, same video posted into two separate folders. Okay. So all of you, after completion of today class, please watch and prepare our notes and practice. Okay. Let's go for today. So please open our storage account, sir. My Big Lake 1001. From the containers, my data. Where is my data? Yesterday we worked with 3 files. Transactions you have kept as main lookup stream. Okay, main stream, primary stream, and remaining 2 files like products and customers as lookup streams. Okay, so small modification done in the data. Please verify the transactions and both the files you just observed. This is transactions file. I will copy this for easy understanding and keep into notepad. This is products file. Sorry, transactions file. One more thing I am talking about only product. The product structure is like this. Where is products here? Sorry. This is our products. Look at this product once. For the product one, how many transactions are there? 2 transactions. Product 2 again 2 transactions. Product 3 1 transaction. Default it will try to match with only 1. That means only one product only. That means this P1, if I keep the P1 in the prime stream, it will join with any one P1, either with first one or second one. So for this, the proof. But yesterday we got all the product information because in the prime stream, we have given transactions. In the prime stream, we have given the transaction, and in the lookup stream, we have given products. That's why P1, here only one time P1, that is joined with the TV. Again P1, again joined with the TV. Once again, please check our yesterday session. But if I reverse it, if I keep Products as prime stream, transaction as lookup stream. This P1 will join with any one of these two, not with the both. Understood? Again, this P2 will join with any one of these two, not with the both. So for that one practical proof we will observe. With the different scenarios, we will go ahead. Finally, complete usage of lookup, you will be getting grip. And then finally, as climax part, we will be discussing about optimization also. That's what I said, announced yesterday. Today's session is important session. Come to the studio, go to your data sets. Already I have data set for products and transactions. In last class, we created them. I'm not going to create. Please verify that, whether it is there or not. DS products, please check it. This is products. And what about transactions? This is about transactions. Okay. So both files have headers here. What I want to do is today reversing products as prime stream. That means primary stream. Transactions as lookup stream. Now check it, please. Going to create a data flow. Let's start debug first. Yeah, meanwhile it is running prime stream and lookup stream. In the place of prime stream, I'm going to configure products. Sorry, here in the data set, ds underscore products. Not selected. So everything is selected. The data flow name, let's say lookup one. The projection, let's keep as string because we are not going to perform any computations. And second data set, which is for lookup stream. This is for transactions. ds underscore transactions. So please check the fields: transaction ID, customer ID, product ID, and price. I'm going to apply for the prime stream lookup transformation. The lookup is placed. So for the lookup, please check the attributes under settings. Prime stream is products. Lookup stream, I want transactions. Got it. So here, once again, check the data. Look at only prime stream. How many records are there? How many records in the prime stream, which is products? 3. In the products 3. So that you will get only 3 rows as output. Why? This P1 will join with any one of this P1. Not with both. Again, P2, there are 2 P2s in the transactions. The P2 product will join with any one of these two. P3, for P3 you have only one that will join with this. Got it. Still, to give more clarity, I will modify some data in the products, not in the products, in the transactions. Transaction number 6. Generally, the transaction numbers based on, so how you can sure this is my first transaction, this is my second transaction, like that, how you are able to sure based on timestamp of the transaction. Definitely recent transaction will have highest timestamp value. Yesterday I made one transaction, today same customer made another transaction. But today transaction is higher value than yesterday value. Based on that, you can identify. For now, I am just going with the transaction ID. My transaction ID is following some rule T1, T2, T3, T4, T5 like that. If you see something as T6, that is recent. If you see something as T7, T6 is older, T7 is latest. Okay, like that. For example, same customer 101, again doing a transaction for P1. The transaction price 90,000. Again T6, T7, same or different customer is again doing a transaction for P1. Price 8,000. Understand? Now, if you look at this data for the P1, there are four transactions. Got it? I just saved the data. Come to the flow and debug this. In the products, there are only 3 rows. Please check now. I'm going to run the preview. Transaction stream is invalid. Fix error to enable data preview. Click more. Conditional, we did not give based on what column the lookup has to be applied. We missed one setting. The lookup condition we did not give. Here based on the product ID on the left side. So here PID or PRID here. Got it. Now data preview. Refresh it. Okay. Now how many products I have? 3 products. That's why only 3 rows in the output. Got it? Please go to this one. P1 joined with what? T7. T7 is what? P1. That means actually for the P1 there are 4 transactions, but it has joined with only any one of those 4. Don't fix like that. That is always like a last transaction. Got it? Any one of those 4 P1s. Remember. And again P2. For P2 there are 2 transactions, but it has joined with any one of those 2. For P3 there is only one transaction, it has joined with that P3. Okay, this is the basic behavior. Now I want to associate every product with all the transactions. Understand? No transaction should be missed. This is what you are expecting. So this expectation is similar to your join. Left side P1 is there, right side P1 for 4 times. P1 has to join with all four P1s. This kind of thing you are expecting. Then a small modification in the settings, lookup settings. Multiple rows. If I go for multiple rows, what will happen? Please verify. Same condition. Running the preview now. Latest. Refresh. Look at this. Previously P1 repeated only one time, now repeated for 4 times. P2 for 2 times, P3 for 1 time. Understand? So if multiple rows are enabled, that functionality is equivalent to join. Okay, if multiple rows not selected means that is single row. Understood, all of you? So if this output you need it, just apply the sync and write into the output. So I am going for the next scenario here. Please check. I have product ID. In product ID, there are, okay, only they'll observe this data. There are 2 transactions. In product ID, there are 2 transactions for the product ID. Of course, in our data, 4 transactions. I am interested for the P1 product. Who is the first customer? For the P1, who is the first customer? C101 is the first customer. That means I want to associate this record with this record. Understood? Not anyone. I am fixed. It has to join with first. Again, P2. For the P2, who is the first customer? This is the C103 is the first customer. Got it. So please check back your data. A small modification I'm going to do now. Under lookup settings, I am disabling this because I am interested about only one row. Understood? I am interested about only one row. Match on any row. Previously, P1 has 4. Any one of those 4 it has joined. Now you are interested about first row, first transaction. Understood or not? See, sir, what is the sorting column? How you are able to decide this is first one, second one, third one? Especially based on the timestamp. Here, instead of taking the timestamp, I am taking transaction ID because my transaction ID has some rule. Understood? At which latest time who performed transaction, he is the last customer. At which oldest time he performed a transaction, he was very old customer. Latest time, latest customer. Understood? So I am interested about first customer based on the time. Here, alternate to the time, I am taking transaction ID as my sorting column. Sorting column is mandatory whenever you want to choose something. Transaction ID I am selecting. Got it. The sorting based in ascending order. If I say first row, if I choose the option first row and order is ascending, very first customer I will get it for that particular product. If I choose first row Here, if I select descending, reverse, I will get last customer for that product. Understood? So first, to get the first customer, first row ascending. To get the last customer, first row descending. On that way, you can choose options. Okay. Now with this, if there are any nulls to be in last or nulls to be in first for our sorting, you can decide. Of course, our data doesn't have any nulls. Got it? Observe this. My work is completed, configuration completed. I'm refreshing the data preview. Now, how many rows before output? You just guess how many rows? 3 rows, because 3 products, because they are asking not multiple rows. That to observe, who is first customer for P1, C101, correct or not? And P2, first customer, C103. Understand? For the possible matching rows, always it is taking first one based on our timestamp or transaction ID. Understood this? You just imagine it as a time, man. I don't have time field. That's why I'm taking transaction ID. If you have time, give the time. Why confusion there? A simple thing. Just imagine transaction ID as a time. Time 1, time 2, time 3, time 4, time 5, time 6, time 7, time 900, like that. Aithe? Sir, string sorting mechanism is different. Times is a numeric value. Every number means, suppose if I type A, internally what will be stored as per offset? 65, number 65 will be stored. Based on that sequence, for that, please join data structures course. I will refer some other institutes, not in ADF, please. Understood? Okay. All of you observe here. For each product, which is the first transaction it has taken here. Same thing, last transaction I want. 2 ways that you can do. Go to the lookup settings. Same. I'm disabling this, means only 1 row that I want. If you want last transaction, first row descending, you can select. Or else, last row ascending, you can select. First row descending is equal to last row ascending. Correct or not? Ayyo, Rama. Once again, I repeat. First row descending is equal to last row ascending. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Sir, let's all the people stand in a line. From this side, who is the first person? I am. From that person, who is first person? Adesh. From this side, ascending is first person. From that, descending is last person. Understood? So if you want last transaction, here you can select last row and ascending. Got it? Just check the preview now. That's why I'm asking you to take some strong coffee. Your brain will be activated. Otherwise, drowsy. Observe here, sir. P1 is your first product, but customer changed, right? Please check the data. P1, who is the latest customer? Last customer. C102 as transaction number 7. Got it. And P2, for the P2, the last transaction is T5. C101. For P3, of course, we have only. In this way, different options that I can choose. So such kind of functionality, especially joins cannot do that. Joins can work with multiple rows, but not such kind of activities. Understood? So all these things are important for you. And you can choose multiple options also, like still other optimized options also that you can choose. About optimizations as a special session, I will record it. Meanwhile, just verify it. What options you have set here? Based on what column you want to. So whenever you are going for other than any row, for any row, no need of sort option. Default is any row. If you go with the first row or last row, definitely sorting field to be specified. For example, I am not specifying this. How to remove? Okay, I just remove this. I did not select any column, sorting column. I selected first row or last row. I am running preview. It is not accepted. If you want to go with the first row or last row, definitely sorting column to be specified. Even multiple sorting columns that you can specify. Understood? So come back to settings and fill this column. What is the sorting column that you want? Then it will work out. Got it. Generally, the transactions in joins you are keeping into left side table, and master data you are keeping into right side table. But to achieve this kind of functionality, keep master in left side. That means primary stream. Keep the duplicated value. That means the transactions file as lookup stream in the right side. So these points you have to remember to implement this lookup. If your functionality is like this, these lookups are faster than joins. Got it. So simply, what is the functionality of lookup? Based on key matched, it appends all the rows to the prime stream dataset. Understood? All the rows are only one particular. Always no need of going for key and value. But lookup style is key value, the backend algorithm execution style. Product ID it will treat as key, remaining all fields, it will treat as a set of all fields, the tuple of all fields, it will treat as value. Internal working style. A key and value contains is a tuple of all remaining fields. Key is product ID. Understood? By using a key value, by using binary search kind of algorithms, this kind of lookup joins will happen. That's why, based on that binary search algorithm, the lookups basically faster than joins. But definitely in many cases, you are working with big data, big volumes. At that moment, these lookups will also be slow. Of course, joins are more slow. Got it. Now, in this case, you need to apply some optimization techniques. What are the possible optimization techniques? When to use what? That clarity we are going to try to get in the next session. I will record it as a separate session for our notes reference purpose.